My name is Brooke Salas, Director of Marketing and Leadership Development at the Management Group. This is my fur baby Jasper, also known as Papas because he loves potatoes. A little bit about the Management Group's pet policy. Back in 2019, we decided to lift all of our restrictions. So we have no breed restrictions, no weight limit, and no pet rent. When we first launched the pet inclusive pet policy, I was very hesitant at first. I really didn't understand the effect and the benefit that this pet policy could have on our communities. I myself was not a pet owner at the time, so I could relate to someone maybe walking into this community that doesn't have a pet of their own, hearing about the no breed restrictions, and that could be a little bit alarming to them. But just knowing that we are ensuring that we have all the systems in place for every dog to be screened through a system that we're using to ensure that they are screened just the same way as any resident that lives here. And now, about 5 years later, I have no hesitations at all. This pet inclusive policy has been the center of all of our marketing. It's been such a success and people really enjoy it. I even have people tell me they don't have a dog, but they enjoy coming to the resident events that are pet centered because they're just able to connect and meet other dogs that maybe they're not able to have a dog right now because they travel all the time. So it really allows them to have some time with dogs even though they don't have a dog of their own. When it comes to marketing our pet policy, we really have it front and center. We have pet-friendly pages on all of our websites showcasing that we have no breed restrictions, no weight limit, and no pet rent, and also our other pet amenities. We advertise on our social media platforms. We showcase all of our pet-friendly resident events we host. We have pet-friendly stations in all of our leasing offices with pet bandanas, pet treats, water. So definitely advertise a lot when it comes to our pet policy. Also, when it comes to our lease ups, we love to attend local events and we have a tent. We also showcase our pet friendliness there. We invite all the dogs to come over. We give them a little treat. We have water bowls. We have a lot of pet friendly giveaways that we include in all of our marketing promo items as well. Definitely did not realize the impact that this pet inclusive pet policy would have at all of our communities. It's really built all of our communities. It's allowed our residents to come closer, get to know one another just by hosting pet-friendly events. Also, another thing that surprised me about our pet policy was just the presence of having a dog in the leasing office. You know, when a resident comes in, they might be very upset, but when you come into a little fur baby, it's hard to be upset. So it's really changed the mood throughout our community and really built our communities. When it comes to our inclusive pet policy, I get a lot of positive feedback, especially from our residents that are just so thankful that their pet has a place to call home because in their search, it's very hard for them to find a place for maybe their adopted pet that might be a pit bull and labeled as an aggressive breed, but is the sweetest dog you'll ever meet. So I think just a lot of positive feedback is that they're just thankful that their pet has a place to call home. There's a lot of exciting things coming to the Management Group when it comes to our pet policy. When we're developing our communities, we're incorporating a lot more pet-friendly amenities, ensuring that we have plenty of space for dog parks, dog walks, pet stations, and pet spas. So really making sure we're looking ahead at all sort of pet inclusive amenities to incorporate those in our new developments. Another really exciting thing that we're happy to announce at the Management Group is the MIA Foundation, which is a really innovative amenity that we're adding to all of our communities. So I know our president, John Paul, will be speaking on that next.
My name is John Paul Diego. I'm the president of the Management Group, and the MIA Foundation is a charitable organization that we've launched this year to try to honor the memory of my first dog, Mia. The goal with the Mia Foundation is to make sure that nobody ever has to choose between giving their pet the best possible care and paying their rent, really. At the end of the day, we want to try to ease the financial burden of the difficult choices that people have to make with their pets all too often. We decided to eliminate breed restrictions, weight restrictions, aggressive breed restrictions across the board at the management group because those aren't choices that people really can make. You don't choose if your children are going to live with you. If you've got a pet, they're a part of your family. And we provide homes. We don't just provide cold apartments. And it's not a home without your loved ones, right? So we never wanted somebody to be forced into making a choice between their pet and the place that they want to live. So we've been thrilled to be fully pet inclusive ever since we started the management group. I think the greatest takeaway is that pets make it so much easier to turn apartment communities into homes, and they are the best icebreaker, the best way to get to know your neighbors. It really is beautiful to see the amount of community that just sparks up around events that our teams put on around their pets, and we've really not seen any downsides. We've had no uptick in dog incidents, pet neighbor situations. It really seems to help contribute to a community where everybody feels welcome.